Rochester's classic rock station, Laser 101.7. We're at Zumbrota Ford today with a very special guest. Quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, Mr. Kirk Cousins is with us today. Thank you so much for being here, man.
My pleasure. It's great to be here and see all the purple and gold.
So I'm excited about this season. I'm a lifelong Vikings fan. I know that we've struggled with the offensive line for the last couple years. What are you seeing? What are you feeling with the offensive line this year?
No, I think it's been a great training camp. I think it's a group that's getting more and more experience, and to develop that position takes time. And I think we've got some guys who now have a lot of reps underneath their belt, and I think it should show this fall.
Okay, I'm excited about that. Brian Flores coming to the team. What are you seeing? How are you feeling about the defense?
Yeah, it's a great scheme. It's a challenging scheme, one that opposing offenses are going to have to prepare for all week long, every single week. I'm interested in seeing how opposing offenses choose to attack it. It's been a challenge for us to go against in OTAs and training camp, and we're getting to that time now in the year where it's time for someone else to have to go against it instead of me every day.
Yeah, I totally get it, you guys. We got the first game coming up September 10th. Feeling about this season, how do you think the team's going to do? I mean, last year was an anomaly, 13-4, crazy season, biggest comeback in NFL history. How do you feel going into this season?
Well, we got to build on it. Is really my perspective. Is let's take the next step. And last year we were able to host a home playoff game after winning the division, but came up short. And so, we can't get there yet. We got a long season, so we'll just take it one day at a time, one game at a time, and try to go 1-0 each week and see where we are at the end of it all.
So I can't not end this interview without talking about the quarterback show on Netflix. Yeah. I'm sure you're probably asked a ton. For me, it was a fantastic show to watch, but it was unprecedented access to not only your locker room life, but your private life. Yep. Did you think that was a good idea right at the beginning? I mean, it's really kind of seems like a scary concept.
Yeah, at first I had some concerns, and the fact that Peyton Manning would be the one producing it, helped me because I felt like he would understand what we go through to begin with, and I just think it was a good deal. Our organization, the Vikings as a whole, worked really well with us to make it a light lift, but still allow the access necessary to make the show work. And all in all, looking back, it was just a win-win all the way around. And obviously the season going the way it didn't hurt.
Yeah, no kidding. Made some great footage. So I don't know if you remember this. It was almost a year ago to this date. You and I did an interview together. Yeah. I was at home. My son had COVID. Didn't want to come and get the Vikings quarterback COVID, you understand? Because I'm really looking forward to the season. But I do a thing whenever I talk to celebrities. It's called random questions. Do you remember the random question I asked you last year?
I don't. I've been asked some random questions since then, so it probably all runs together. But if you have one for me, I'll try to be as ready as I can be.
All right, let's see if we can jog your memory. I asked you if you believed in Bigfoot. Do you remember that?
Now I do, and I don't know what my answer was then, but my college roommate used to joke with me that we would watch the show Finding Bigfoot, and he would joke with me about it, and I'd say, do you really believe in Bigfoot? And he would always say, 51-49, yes.
Which is pretty good odds. I mean, okay, so random question for today. The U.S. government has put a bigger spotlight on UFOs. They're investigating them now. Has Kirk Cousins ever seen a UFO, number one? Number two, do you believe in UFOs?
So we've had this conversation in the locker room as of late in general around conspiracy theories.
Okay.
And I said, well, let's make a list of the main conspiracy theories. And one of them was UFOs. And what have we seen? What haven't we seen? What's real? What do we think? And we were kind of polling the rest of the locker room, and it was amazing how many guys in the locker room really are kind of conspiracy theorists and kind of lean that way. I don't tend to be one of them, but we also have our rookie offensive linemen always do a PowerPoint presentation every year to teach us about a topic, and I think the topic we may have them do will be around conspiracy theories and specifically UFOs. So after hearing that PowerPoint and gaining more information, I'll be able to give you a better answer.
Okay. All right. We'll take that. Well, thanks. A big thanks to Steve Johnson, Zumbrota Ford, Mr. Kirk Cousins. Thank you for coming today. Good luck on the season.
No, I'm so grateful for what Zumbrota Ford has meant to my family over the last few years. I've been able to drive an F-150 to and from work every day on account of Zumbrota Ford, and it's just been a great opportunity for me and for our family. And I think the truck made a few appearances in the Netflix documentary as well. So we're very grateful, and it's a joy to come down here and be able to meet a lot of Vikings fans face to face who cheer us on with their whole heart year round.
Minnesota Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins on Rochester's Classic Rock Station, and your home for Minnesota Vikings football, Laser 101.7.